Morning and welcome to today's vlog. Thank you for being here. My name is Crisanta. I'm 36 years old. I'm documenting my journey into becoming a nurse, plus everything that involves my life, because I am a mother of 4. I am married. I am a student. So currently I'm a pre-nursing student and I'm taking microbiology, pathophysiology, and anatomy and physiology 1. So anyways, on this vlog I decided I would take you with me through a day. Actually, it's going to be 2 days of my work. I'm a CNA for hospice. I've been in hospice for, it's going to be a year this month on the 26th, which is insane. I can't believe I've been doing this for a year. And then I also do night shift at our local hospital. I'm a CNA med surg, and that I recently started in January, and I love both of my jobs. I've recently cut back tremendously because I was working every day, and it was just way too much, especially after a huge life event happened where it just changed my perspective, and I knew I needed to stay more at home with my babies. And even though I enjoy working, it's not worth losing time with kids just to make a little bit of extra money, because at the end of the day I'm not making that much. Does it help? Yes, absolutely. But are we in desperate need? Thank God, no, we are not. So don't think I can do it all. I would not be able to. I like to preface these videos because I don't ever want a mom to feel bad and feel like she's not doing enough, especially if you're single. My heart goes out to you. My mom was a single mom, all of her sisters were single, and my grandmother was single, so I know how hard it is for a single mom. So please don't compare your life to mine, because I have an amazing support system. And I'm so grateful, and I'm very blessed to be in that position. I wouldn't be doing all of this if I didn't have a good support system. My husband is an actor, so he's home a lot, and my mother-in-law helps us so much with the kids, so they are my backbone. But that being said, I only work 2 times for hospice. So I only work Tuesdays and Fridays, and for my med surg, I stopped doing my full-time position, and now I do PRN, and so I'm only picking up 1 shift per week. So I've cut back a lot. It is currently 9:15, and I am headed to my first patient. I see 5 patients today, so that is a pretty full load. I typically only see 4, which is still a heavy load, especially with the patients that I have. But the other aide is out of town. She used to be my patient, so I'm very familiar. And I already go to their home anyway, so it was no big deal. But it is a pretty heavy day today. I did not make breakfast this morning, and as you can tell, I actually got myself ready. I haven't been getting myself ready, and I feel so much better when I do. When I put on my makeup, I just feel more presentable, and I hadn't done that in a while, so I decided to do it today, and not knowing that I was going to film, so it was perfect. So first, we're gonna get ourselves a burrito. Yeah. Morning. Can I have a picadillo and cheese, please? Can I have 2?
Hold on just a second.
No, now. 2, no, it's okay.
It was showing me something I've never seen before. I'm like,
2 picadillos, please.
like salsa?
No, ma'am. And a monster please. Yeah. Thank you, Nate. You too. It's a gloomy day out today, but I love gloomy days. I just want to be more productive and then get home, get cozied up, make some soup and watch a movie. Does that happen? No, but I like to think it does. Today, so I'm working probably up until 4 with all the patients that I have, and I'd like to get a workout in. I haven't worked out in the past 2 days. I've just been studying. I have an A&P exam that I could do at any time, but it's so much material. It's so much material. So I've been taking my time, but hopefully I can get it done. I probably won't get it done until Sunday, so because I really want to go work out and then study, go to sleep, and then tomorrow I need to wake up early, so I'll probably wake up early and study. It would be amazing if I could finish the exam tomorrow, but I doubt that's going to happen. And then I need to be in bed by 12 because I'll be working my night shift tomorrow. Saturday night I'll be working at the hospital, so I'm going to include that in the vlog as well. So anyways, I'm getting on the highway. I live in a very small town, but there is like a community that's just 10 miles outside of our small town. It's a very nice area. We're within the mountains. If you don't know, which you don't, I actually live close to the Big Bend area, and so the views out here are absolutely stunning. I love where I work. I love where I live. I was born here. I was raised an hour and a half on the border, but then I came back and I started school at the college, and I met my husband, and we've been here ever since, and I absolutely love it. Okay, so we're here at my first patient's home. It is currently 9:48, which is... Don't you just love listening to the piano when it's gloomy? It's just so peaceful. Anyways, might put some of y'all to sleep. I am starting her visit. And what I do before I go in, this is our tablet that we all have, is I am writing down my mileage. We do get paid per mile, so that is very nice. And then I'll take the tablet in with me because the tablet has the care plan, and I have to check off all of the tasks that are assigned to me. And every patient I have to ask when their last bowel movement was. I don't take any vitals as a hospice aide. With this particular patient, she is pretty much independent. She just has me on standby, and when I give her a shower, it's a handheld shower, so I'm just there holding the water while she washes herself. And I do help with her back, and with areas that she can't reach is I'll help out there, and then I help her get dressed. I mean, I'm basically there just to help out with very small things because this patient loves to do as much as she can on her own. I empty her bedside commode. I gather her clothes for her. I clean up the restroom when she's done, and by clean up I just mean put everything back, put everything in the dirty clothes basket. I don't mean like start cleaning, but like I pick up. I like to make sure everything is back to its normal place before I go. And then this patient takes me about an hour. and then we'll sign off. She always has to sign before I leave, and then I'll sign and I'll complete my task. And our narrative, which is basically our documentation, as a CNA for this company, they just want us to do the bare minimum. They don't want us to go into detail. So basically all I write is all tasks completed on care plan, no issues found, nurse did not need to be notified. So those are the 3 main things that I have to write when I'm doing my documentation. Is, did I complete all my tasks? Did you find any sores or wounds on the patient? And if I did I notify the nurse? And when there's no issues found, I don't need to notify the nurse, so that's why I document that. So anyways, it's 9:48. I need to go in, and I'm going to charge my tablet in there because it's about to turn off, and then I'll see you. So we're done with our first patient. The nurse arrived while she was here, and of course I always let the nurse do her part first because it takes you don't want to be moving the patient whenever they're about to get their blood pressure done. So, and plus the nurse visit doesn't take as long as my visit, and I love working with this nurse. She brought cookies, of course, and she's the one who bought me my work bag, which I absolutely love, and it has my name on it. And she gave me this stylus pen to use. It comes very much in handy because our patients have to sign the tablet, and yeah, it just helps with their signature. But she is such, I love working with this nurse. She is the best nurse to learn from. Oh, I need to text her now. So it's 11:04. It took me about an hour and 15 minutes. It typically takes me about an hour. It was just an extra 15 minutes because I was waiting for the nurse. But I'm going to text her because we're going to meet at our next patient's home. So I'm letting her and my next patient know that I am on my way. Okay. This next patient, she has been on our service already for a year. I've had her since the beginning. Also this patient, I've had her for a couple of months. It hasn't been too long, but I've had her since the beginning. But this next patient, she's completely bedbound. She has dementia. And I've seen her decline in the past year, because when I first started with her, she could at least walk to the bathroom to get her shower done, and now she's completely bedbound. You know, working in hospice, I absolutely love what I do. I love that I get to leave the patient feeling better, feeling fresh, feeling clean, and smelling good. I love buying lotions. Well, I love using lotions. Let me rephrase that. I love using lotions that have a scent to them, as long as they like it, because it makes me feel like if their loved one walks in and they see them and they're fresh and they're smelling good, it's just a really great feeling. But the nurse that I work with, she's the one, she's always buying things for everyone. She's such a gift giver. And she's always buying our patients scented lotions, and I love using them. Where was I going with that? I have no idea. Where was I going with that? Anyways, yeah, she's bedbound. I give her a bed bath. I see her twice a week, as well as this patient. And her visit takes me anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half. And so I do this visit with the nurse because since this patient does have a bed sore, it's really hard to turn this patient because she's really stiff and she's dead weight. So we're helping each other out with our visits when it comes to that patient. And you get really close to the family. Oh, that's what I was talking about, is I really love my job because, you know, you develop such great relationships with these people, even though it can be a really sad part of people's lives, but you can go in and decide to make it the best that you can for them. And if it's simply just helping them out by doing the daily visits of giving them baths, brushing their hair, brushing their teeth, putting lotion on them, that alleviates some of the stress on the family. And of course, you need to learn how to read a room, because there's just some families who don't appreciate you coming in and laughing and joking with the family. You know, it's different. It's different for every single family. And so you have to be able to read a room in order to know how to show up for the family. And I'm somebody, I love to laugh. I love to joke with my patients. I love to make them smile. But at the same time, I respect them by knowing how to act around them. If they don't like that, I will know immediately, and I'll come in and I'll do my job, and I'll know how to behave myself depending on the family. But it's rare that I come across a family like that, because every family that I've come to, I've been able to joke with. Of course, my how should I say it? My level of joking varies. Like, it can be a soft joke, or it can be like a laugh out loud joke. You know, I don't know if that makes sense, but you also have to know the level of joking that you can do with patients, because some patients are just really quiet. And for me to come in and bring my huge laughter in, it can be boisterous for them. It can be a little bit too much, you know. So I also have to know how much of my of my laughter I can bring into a room, and there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I absolutely love hospice. I love my job. I love my patients. I love what I do. It is very hard work. When I first started this job, you know, I was the only aide, and it was a lot seeing patients Monday through Friday, and I would have anywhere from 5 to 7 patients a day, and that was really, really hard. It was a lot of work, but I enjoy it. I really love what I do, and I love how I love the small impact that I make in my community. Because our elderly community, they can sometimes be forgotten, you know? And it's definitely a need anywhere, everywhere, is our elderly community. I love my elderly patients. Okay, I love this weather. I really wish I was home. I love this weather. But all right, anyways, I'm gonna focus on the road, and I'll talk to you as soon as I get to my next patient. All right, see you soon. Okay, took me about 23 minutes to arrive, and so I have my tablet. I'm just inputting the mileage, and the nurse is here as well, so perfect timing. Typically when I do it with the nurse, it takes me a good hour and a half to bathe her. Not to bathe her, but to do her visit, sorry. Some things that we do is nail care, oral care, foot care, skin care, and that's all part of the bathing process. And then changing out her linens. I wish I knew how to cut hair. If you want to start a business and you're a hairdresser and you just want to cater to elderly people, that is a need. Okay, my patients need their hair cut, but there's nobody out here who does home visits. And they always ask me if I could cut their hair, and I'm like, no buddy, I do not feel comfortable. Yeah, so it's 11:30. Okay. Let's go inside. I think that's the shortest visit I've done with this patient, 45 minutes. And it's because the caregiver is here and she helps out so much. So between us 3 ladies, we were able to get it done. You can't tell, but I am sweating. I sweat so easily. And then with the furnace going and me doing a lot of physical activity by moving the patient, I sweat. Next patient, he's only 1 mile away. He's wheelchair bound and he's a pretty heavy man. I'm basically the only one who can transfer him. So Thursdays are his shower days and I shave him. Shower, shave, get him dressed, skin care, hair care. His visit is about an hour as well. The typical visit takes about 1 hour. And if they're bed bound and I don't have any help, it's about an hour and a half. So I'll see this patient, which I'm about to arrive because that's how close it is. I'll see this patient and then I'll have 2 more patients, and it's a husband and wife duo. They are my favorite patients of all time. So leaving the best for last. I mean, I love all of my patients, don't get me wrong. I love all of my patients. But after I see this patient, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go to the grocery store and get some ingredients to start marinating my chicken so we can have a good dinner tonight. Thinking of some chicken tacos. I'll be making some chile, cilantro, lime chicken. It's really, really good. Oh, and this patient, I also come out like I've been in a spa because he leaves his apartment at 80 degrees. It's insane. That's why I don't bother wearing makeup typically, but I do wear it because it just makes me feel more put together. Okay, and just like that, we're here. And I'll see you in a little bit. By the way, check-in time, 12:19. So I stopped at my mother-in-law's because I went to go get some packages and I forgot that one of her family members had a funeral today. So there's some family in town. It's good to see them. But I stayed around and I talked a little bit too much. So it's already going to be 2. Hopefully I can still get done by 4:30. So I'm not too far from what I originally said. I'm eating the second burrito that I ordered this morning. Picadillo burritos are the best at Skelton's Runway. I love them. And then drinking my Monster. Gonna see our last 2 patients, and I told my mother-in-law I would cook us tacos for dinner. So as soon as I'm finished working, I will head home and I'll get started on the cooking. It's the perfect day to cook and just be with family. Hi! So it is currently 4:52. I did get done around 4:30, but I didn't get home until now. And I think the kids are at my mother-in-law's. I'm really hungry. So I need to take a shower, eat, and start studying. Yeah. I really want to get this test done ASAP because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it just being over my shoulders, and I just want to get it done, but I want to make a good grade. So yeah, anyways, we're home. Good morning. It is 9 o'clock in the morning. I slept in late. I didn't vlog after I came home because I basically took a shower, ate, and y'all, I was lily-gallying all freaking night, and I just wasted a whole day yesterday because we were up until 1 a.m. My husband and I, my kids are at my in-laws. Sometimes I just have days that I just don't want to do anything, and I really need to get out of that mindset, especially, you know, if I'm to get into nursing school, you just, I don't know, I guess you just have to, I mean, it should be okay to take a break, but I'm wasting time, and that's a difference because I'm on a deadline and I was trying to get my test done and out of the way, and I just decided to waste time instead. So anyways, my husband is still asleep. I am studying. I just woke up, washed my face and brushed my teeth, and I'm just studying. So yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. I have to work. I have my 12-hour shift as a CNA med-surg, or as a med-surg CNA. Oh, by the way, I cut my hair. That's where it all started. I got in the shower and I really needed to get rid of dead hair, and I haven't cut my hair in 3 years. I ended up cutting off like 2 inches of it. Anyways, what was I gonna say? So yeah, that's where it all started. It's with my hair. Yeah. That's the first time I've ever done this. I don't know why I did it, but I ended up doing it. Let's get to studying because I'll have to take a nap tonight. I cannot go to work and not take a nap because it goes horribly.
And damage underlying tissue. Do not want to come into contact with, and it prevents solute water from passing.
Hi, it's currently 5:08. Okay, it's 5:09. I just woke up from my nap. Oops, sorry. I just woke up from my nap. Why is it doing that? Sorry, I want to make sure y'all know I have a towel on. Yeah, I studied up until 2:30. I got a lot done. I still haven't finished everything, but I'm really close. Tomorrow is my deadline to submit the test, or to start the test and submit it. So I will work my 12-hour shift from 6:30 to 6:30. I'll come home, I'll take a nap. Usually I sleep until 11 to 12, and then I'll wake up and I'll go get straight to studying, finish my studying, and then take my test. I plan on just studying what I have finished while I'm at work during the downtime that I have, just to make sure I have that ingrained, especially the parts where we have to label different tissues and it's different organelles. So yeah, that is the plan. So it is 5. I don't have to be at work until 5:30, but I'm gonna go ahead and start getting ready. Foggy outside. It's 46 degrees and I love it. It is currently 6:37. I hit the ground running as soon as I got there. My goodness, it was crazy busy. We were at full capacity, and it's a very small hospital, so for us full capacity is 10, and actually we were over capacity. We were at 12 patients. So it was super busy up until 10:30, and I think I filmed that part where I finally got to sit down. And then after that, it was just steady. It wasn't too crazy. It was steady, but it was definitely busy, and it did make time go by so fast, but I did not have time to study. I had a hard time towards the end. We have a patient that's in for pneumonia, and I was with him a lot because he couldn't use the restroom unattended because of his COPD and pneumonia and all of that. And so he needed somebody there with him just to make sure he didn't collapse or something. He was a really sweet man, older gentleman. And it just made me think of my father-in-law. If y'all don't know, my father-in-law passed away recently. And it was a huge blow to us as a family. And my father-in-law was a very stubborn man. He did not like doctors. He did not like hospitals. And so he had pneumonia, and he died. And we still don't know why. He is getting an autopsy, but I'm pretty sure he had a lung embolism. I'm pretty sure he had a stroke. And all I kept thinking was, you know, I wish Papa would have gone to the hospital, because he could have still been here with us. And sometimes I think I don't know if I can keep doing this. I don't know if I want to, because a lot just reminds me of my father-in-law. You know, just that wishing we had done more, wishing we had pushed him more or something. It's hard to accept that at the time we didn't think it was a big deal, because he just seemed fine. I mean, he was always sick, but you know, he would always push through. And with pneumonia, I never in a million years would have thought he would have died from it. And it's just, it's hard. It's really hard. I tried not to let myself go there, because there's nothing I can do about it. But it's so much unresolved emotions that I don't allow myself to feel. And they just hit me out of nowhere. And I'm glad I don't work tomorrow, but all I want to do is lay in bed. And I have a stupid test with anatomy and physiology. I don't want to do it. I hate this so much. I hate that he's not here. But there's nothing I can do. And I hate that even more. Oh, gosh. Okay. can go home. Hey y'all, so it is Monday. I'm closing out the vlog. Thank you for coming along with me. Today was just a really, it was an emotional day for me. One, it doesn't help that I'm on my period, and two, working night shifts really messes with my circadian rhythm, and when I don't get proper sleep, my emotions are just all over the place. I've gotten better about them, but with this grieving, it's hard to keep them in check. But I got my test done. I barely passed, y'all. It was really hard studying for it. It was a lot of material, and it was just so much information to retain, and those questions were hard. It was select all that apply as far as labeling a tissue. It was, the cells, the function, major tissue. It was a lot, and I barely passed. I got a 76, but I passed, and I still have a B in the class, and I hope I can maintain it. But thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being here. I'm about to do my favorite thing, which is lay in bed after a nice warm bath. I turned on my candle. I have my